Hey, what's up? I'm Kantis Simmons, and in this episode today, we're going to talk about your morning ritual. Yes, we're going to talk about why success starts in the morning, and I'm going to show you how you can stop being depressed out, stressed out, and burnt out as a teacher. Let's elevate. Hey, what's up? I'm Kantis Simmons, and welcome to another episode of Educate to Elevate. Now, you know that this podcast is designed to help teachers, educators, principals, administrators, professors, counselors, school staff, and anyone that's in the business of serving and working with students. So, over the last few podcasts, we've had various conversations about teacher burnout. We've talked about your big why. We've had interviews with other teachers and explaining to you why they felt like education and being an educator was a calling. And today, I want to talk about something that is really dear to my heart, and that is a morning ritual. Now, the reason the morning ritual is something that's very important to my heart, because as I study successful people, one thing I notice about successful people is that they get up early in the morning and that they take those first few hours of the morning to invest in themselves. Now, let me show you an example. So here we have a nice glass of water. And this glass of water represents you. This represents your spirit. This represents your soul. This represents your energy. This represents you. Now, if you look at this bottle of water, it's filled to the top. The glass, the bottle is filled. Now, as you go through the day as an educator, whether that's in the classroom, whether that is teaching a lecture, you spend some time all day long pouring out of yourself into other students, into other colleagues, into your parents. Now, if we look at this bottle of water, and I got my table wet here, but if we look at this bottle of water, what do we notice? It's not full, right? This is why a success ritual or morning ritual is important. Because what happens a lot of time is this. You go through the day and you pour out of yourself. And as you continue to pour out of yourself, at the end of the day, if you don't properly refuel, you're empty. So having a success ritual or a morning ritual looks like this. Every single morning, you're keeping yourself full of life, full of energy, full of purpose. Now, doesn't that look better? Yeah, you're full. So what should actually happen is during the daytime, rather than you pouring out of yourself, you're actually giving your students the overflow. Oh, you see that? You're giving your students the overflow of what you have. Because if your tank is empty, you really can't help anyone else. So let's talk about the overflow. Let's talk about your morning ritual. What is it that you do every single morning to keep yourself full so that now when you teach, when you give a lecture, when you counsel your students, you're giving them the overflow? So my success ritual in the morning, my morning ritual looks sort of like this. It's where I get up in the morning. Of course, I may wash my face and brush my teeth. And then immediately I'll put on my walking shoes and I would take a 2-mile walk through my neighborhood. It's about a mile to the front entrance of my neighborhood and then a mile back. And I use that 2-hour walk to use it as my prayer time. I use it as my time to think. I use it as my time to take in the energy of the atmosphere. And I use that time to look at the deer and the rabbits and the birds and the sun and allow myself to be filled up with thanksgiving, to be filled up with praise, to be filled up with gratitude. And also during that morning walk, it allows me to release all of the stress, all of the different anxieties, all of the different fears that I may be battling with. Then once I get back home, I do something called my 15-minute success principle, my morning ritual. This is part of it as well. I take 15 minutes, and for those first 15 minutes, I write down my goals in life, my big goals that I have right now in life. And I will take the first 5 minutes, and I will write those goals. I am a successful speaker. I am a creator of great products. I am a great man, great son, great husband, great father. Now, I use those goals, I write those goals down, and then the next 5 minutes, I imagine and meditate and see myself accomplishing those goals. So the first 5 minutes, I write down my goals. The second 5 minutes, I envision my goals coming to pass. I see myself being those things. And then the last 5 minutes, and I don't have a pen in my hand, the last 5 minutes, I will write down the specific things that I need to do today to accomplish those big goals that I set for myself. So I take about a 30-minute walk in the morning. Then I take my 15 minutes of writing my goals, imagining my goals, and writing out my specific to-do tasks that's going to help me accomplish those goals. And then for the next 30 minutes of my day, I spend time reading, whether that is reading a good book or I sit down and meditate on scriptures from the Bible. Now, I share this with you because this is what I do every single day to keep myself full. What about you? What are you doing every single morning, every single day to keep yourself full of life? What are you doing every single day to fill up your tank so that when you go throughout the day, you're now able to impact people not off of the stuff that you live on, but the overflow. You see, if you continue to give students, parents, and your colleagues the stuff, the energy, the wisdom, the insight that is yours for life, you will be empty. You will be depressed, you will be stressed out, and you will be burnt out. So here's your to-do task for today. I encourage you to create your own morning success ritual. Now, you can take what I demonstrated today, that's my morning walk and my 15 minutes of writing my goals, imagining and seeing my goals come to pass, and writing out my to-do task, and then some time reading and meditating. Or if you want to go investigate other people that you know that have strong success morning rituals, then do that. Go ahead and do that because I want you to stay full. I want you to be free from depression, free from being stressed out, and free from being burnt out. You want to always speak. You want to always teach. You want to always educate out of the overflow versus trying to teach and educate out of an empty spirit. So if you would also be so kind to, if this video has blessed you, be so kind to encourage another educator to watch this podcast. Simply share it with them or send them to educate-to-elevate.tv where they can subscribe for themselves. Thank you so much again for watching this podcast. And remember this, only one game in life counts, and that's your A game. See you very soon.